Hey everyone, it's Ashley here from Ascension NXT, and today I've been called to do like a quick video on just like what the fuck is going on with this retrograde energy and this fucking Uranus and Taurus shift going on, and then we also have the spring equinox, and isn't it a full moon on that day? It is a full moon on that day. So there's a lot of energy shifting. There's a lot of energy changing. There's a lot of excitement coming in. And then I just dropped my elastic. And there's also a lot of like dread and misery. And there's also a lot of fucked up energy too that a lot of us don't have control over. But I feel like I need to do this video right now. And I just want to keep it brief because the battery's dying on my camera. I did like 2 other videos and I wasn't really feeling it. So here I am again. Usually it takes me a few to like, with these pre-recorded videos. I feel like with the live videos, I just gotta be on it anyways. But yeah, I feel like I just need to say right now that we're living in good times. Like, we're in a good place. Like, we have choices. You know, a lot of our ancestors didn't have many choices like we do today. I mean, literally, when you think about it, we can be whatever the fuck we want and do whatever we want. Like, we don't have a lot holding us back. And, you know, a lot of people watching this may feel different, but I really feel like we live in a time where we can create whatever change we desire on this planet. So it's a really intense time, and especially with the Uranus and Taurus shift, what I was reading a lot about that, and even feeling into that energy. It's just like a lot of these old jobs, like these old careers that you think, you know, like, you know, if you're an older person watching this and you got younger kids and, you know, you want them to go to college, whatever, you might really want to think again. Like, times are changing. I know, like, I'm 33, I still have student loan debt and all that bullshit. And I think that this is happening because it's literally the planet and the universe and the stars telling us we need to be living in our truth. Like, this Uranus energy has a lot to do with electricity and science and creation and innovation and revolution and change. And then we have it meeting the Taurus energy, which is one of the most grounded and stubborn, like, that's the bull. That's the bull coming at you. So imagine the bull running with full force, fully charged into knowing what he wants to do and going for that. And that's what I feel like this energy right now in the retrograde is pulling us into. It's like, listen up. You're not here to work some mundane job. You're here living this lifetime. And I feel like this is what this retrograde is teaching us. This is what it's teaching me. You're here for a purpose. You're here to make a change. You're here to create an invention. You're here to create a business that other people haven't had. Like, there's a lot of energy coming in of like trying new things. So even I'm seeing it within my community and small group of friends. Like, we all kind of started off the same. We all kind of started off with the cards and the Reiki and, you know, the crystals and all of that. And we're all branching out into our own little sections of our spiritual healings or our coaching. Or, you know, I have one friend, she's doing a lot of herbal work right now and creating her little inventions with that. And then I have another one who's, you know, doing a lot of woodwork and moving into runes and Viking work. I'm working a lot with the Ascension. I know that I'm here to teach about the Ascension. And like, if you watched one of my last videos I did, I was like, kind of like, what the fuck? The name of my business is Ascension NXT, and I never once taught a class on the Ascension. And that was kind of like, hello, like, this is why I'm here. I've known about the Ascension since I was like, I'd say probably 17, 18. Like, I knew about the shifting going on the planet. Wasn't really truly connected with my spirituality as I am now, but I had a lot to experience within that in order to, I guess, teach what I'm teaching today. So I definitely went down a wonky and rocky road to help with my teaching today. So yeah, I mean, this shifting this energy shifting is teaching us a lot about, okay, so this is one of the cards that I pulled in the other video that I did. I'm just going to pull some of these cards out. So the energy of envy, like how many of you are feeling this energy right now? Like you're really just like, I don't know, you're just like sick of watching other people do what they want to do. And, you know, you're like, why the fuck am I still working this job and it's not serving me anymore? And because you choose to stay there. That's why. So you choose to like, all right, so this lady, she's like in this shitty ass castle and, you know, she's wearing like gray clothes, like a terrible outfit. I don't even know what the fuck she's wearing. But then she looks outside and it's like Lord of the Rings or something out there. Like she's like, damn, I want to go outside. Why aren't you going outside? I don't understand. Like, why do you choose to stay in that gray, dingy, shitty ass castle? I feel like this is what this retrograde energy is like kind of saying to you right now. Like, hello, do you want to stay in there with those people? Do you want to be like those people? Another thing that's coming up for me is like where I grew up, like seeing a lot of the people where I grew up and like, you know, it's a lot of, it's still a lot of negative energy. It's like, I don't want to carry that along in my life. Like, I don't want to carry like a lot of resentment and you know, like the town I grew up in, I feel like everybody's competing with everyone. Everyone talks about everyone. And I'm sure it's like that in a lot of places, but I choose to disconnect from that. Like, I choose to not be a part of that. Like, I am not going to sit on Facebook and bitch about other people or like shame other people. I'm just not going to do that. And I'm even seeing myself like separating from that energy and like rebirthing into something new. Like, not even something new, but just something true to the world, like that the world needs right now. I'm definitely a complainer. I mean, when I grew up, everyone in my family would call me Wendy the Whiner. My name is Ashley. I just used to whine so much when I was a kid. Probably because, like, I was just so empathic and, like, everything annoyed me. But yeah, I mean, I was, you know, the one that would complain about everything until I was, like, in my mid-20s. And I still do it to this day sometimes, but I'm really, like, this retrograde is really making me pay attention to that. Even my Italian lineage, like, if you don't know, I've been watching The Sopranos. I've been talking about it a lot with people around me. Like, I've been watching The Sopranos and learning so much about why Italians are like I am full Italian. There's nothing else in me but that I found, unless I do a DNA test. Which I kind of don't want to do because the government takes that and then they like put it in a little file and give it to the CIA. But that's besides the point. But yeah, it's a lot of anger that carries in the Italian blood. And I've come to a lot of realizations is like, I need to clear that. Like, and I've been doing it, but there's also like other things I've been realizing through that. Yeah, so it's like, it's either you want to make the change or you don't right now. That's what this is showing you. It's like, do you want to level up? Or do you want to stay here in your shitty ass, cold, gray castle that nobody wants to come visit? Because God, it's so dingy and dusty. And this is Luann, and Luann just sits around and complains to her servants all day about how shitty her castle is. But do you see her going out and buying a fucking can of paint to change that shit? No. Not that I'm seeing right now. So then some other cards that came up. All right, so we got this card right here too. So we got the Seven of Gabriel. And this is all about the Uranus energy shifting into Taurus. This is like, again, you see the electricity, you see the excitement, but she's flying right into a storm. She's flying right into energy where she feels completely uncomfortable. But she's fully in charge of that. It's about fully being in charge of your power. It's about learning to thrive off of creativity. Like, that's what this energy is showing us. Like, this is what the planet is moving on to. It's not about going to some college and getting some degree that you don't give a fuck about, or working in some job that doesn't fulfill you. It's about literally looking at your life and being like, I just don't think that's what I want to do. Like, you don't even know how many kids I read. They come in from school, they're in college, and they're like doing some shit because their parents want them to do it, or they're in a major and they think it's too late to change. If you're in your early 20s and you think it's too late to change, you better get your head checked, because that is just ridiculous. If you're in your 50s and you think it's too late to change, you're being ridiculous. Like, this is a time of change. Wait, we literally live on the planet right now through this high vibrational shifting with all these sun's solar spots flaring out. Like, how many solar flares have we had in the past, like 2-3 years? Like, this is the sun giving us this energy saying, shifting, changing, rise. Like, that's what we're here to do, is to fucking rise. And once you rise, this was the other card that I pulled, was the Empress card. It's accepting. It's accepting that creative energy. It's accepting that change. It's accepting the new you. Letting go of the old. Letting go of the Luann in the castle complaining about the strawberry shortcake in the fridge that she doesn't like that her servant made because, you know, she's too lazy to go look for another fucking servant or hire somebody else. This is about the energy of the Empress, and we're also coming into spring. So it's all about planting the seeds of what you want the rest of this year to be. Some people have been having a hard time for this year. Some people have been, you know, I feel like with me, it's been like, ooh, this is awesome. I don't know if I'm going to do this. It's been a lot of like pulling the weeds out for me and like, nope, this isn't going to work, but this is. This isn't going to work, but this is. That's okay. For these times coming in, for this shifting in the planet, you need to get used to that change. So you need to get used to that crazy Uranus energy, but also grounding in like you're the bull and going for it. I'm going to try this. Oh, not going to work. Okay, going to try this. Oh, not going to work. So you're going to get used to that energy of failing. This is the energy of abundance. This is the energy of creativity. This is the energy of thriving. This is the energy of a healthy planet. The Empress to me always represents like healthy vegetation, healthy forest, healthy plants, healthy earth. Like, this is what's going to make the earth healthy, is by you living your purpose. Because if we're all walking around on this planet hating our fucking lives, that's not going to do any good for the planet. It's going to be bad energetically. That's going to create storms and wars and God only knows what else. So if there's more happy people on the earth who are going internally and actually working on themselves, it's actually going to be better for the earth. What's the next card? Oh my God, the next card. How could I forget about this? The Magician card right here. Look at that. It's like literally like the world is in your hands. And this time that we live in, I just saw 333 on the camera. This time that we live in, and I've been getting this message from Melchizedek all day. We live in such great times. I don't know if I already said that, but I'm going to say it again. We live in such great times where we can literally do what we want to do. Like, there's people that are on YouTube that like, they just cook in their backyard and they make money off of doing that. Like, that's their living. Like, they're not in some studio with some crazy lighting. Like, they're in their house. They're in their yard. They're in their house. I've watched sewing videos on YouTube. Like, this is what like you can do now. All you have to do is literally, you can buy a camera or use your cell phone and start doing videos about something you're passionate about, and you never know what it's going to turn into. Everything is at our fingertips. And then we also have 2 rainbows in here too. So with 2 card decks, we have 2 rainbows, which to me is like the other side touching the planet, the other side coming in. That's what I always think of the rainbow coming out of the sky. It's like the heavens. It's like the Bifrost that the Vikings, the Valkyries fly in through. It's that touch of heaven coming down and touching the earth. And that's what this energy is about. There's also been a lot of people, if you're on Facebook, you can go into the Ascension NXT community. You can join us in there. We're always posting about the energy and articles and stuff like that. A lot of people on my YouTube, Facebook page talking about how, you know, they're sleeping at night, and, you know, it was even me too, like they can't sleep at night, they're waking up at 3 o'clock, their body's vibrating at night, they're waking up in a puddle of sweat. That is your DNA shifting. That is you releasing toxic energy in your field so you can be at a higher vibrational level. This is all good. Like, this is what we want. There's also some wonky energy in the beginning of the retrograde, but I'm not really going to talk about that right now, because this is all high vibe talk right here. So, but yeah, like if you're really, and we have like another week and a half left, we have another couple days until spring. If you're really set in your intentions right now, this is the energy that you're going to be working with. You have all the tools that you need. You have all the, but if you're here like Luann in her castle, it's going to be the total opposite. You're going to be watching everybody else fly by you. You're going to be watching everybody else living in their truth. So it's like, what do you want to do right now? That's up to you. And then the last card that I pulled, and everyone knows that this is my favorite card in the tarot, is the Sun card. So again, happy times ahead. So whatever you're feeling right now, put it aside. Think a little bit smarter. Be a little bit stronger. And think a little bit more positively, because this is what we're here. The Sun is the happy card in the tarot. It is breaking through. It is running free. It is running wild. And that is what the energy on this planet is really, this is what we're coming towards. This is what we're coming for. You're going to see a lot of the old systems crumble. You're going to see a lot of things that you were used to. I mean, if you're, you know, someone in your 40s, even 30s, 40s, 50s, a lot of things are going to change within the next 10 years. And it's what we need right now on this planet. It's what, you know, we've been kind of manifesting, is we want more freedom. But with more freedom, it comes with a little bit more risk, and it comes with, you know, breaking down what you're comfortable with. So be ready for a lot of changes, especially in 2019. I hope that you're all enjoying the energy of this retrograde. And if you're not, try to make the best out of it for the next like week. It's another 2 weeks that we have in it, a week and a half, whatever. And even if you're watching this and it's not in the retrograde, this is a great message. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Subscribe, share, spread high vibrational energy to all your friends. Be within that creative energy, be innovative, and be a part of this revolution going on the planet. And I wish you all a good morning, a good evening whenever you're watching this, and blessed be.